Welcome home. It's great to have you back. Um, I heard that I should say these sorts of things whenever family returns home. To be honest, I had originally expected this place to be like an Adeptus abode. I never suspected that your design would differ so greatly from what I had imagined. Most Adepti spend their years wandering the outside world. Though their abodes can be uniquely picturesque, they also feel like a lonely and remote paradise. But here feels very warm and cozy, and I have a nice person like you to keep me company. I've truly never experienced anything like this. What I mean is, I like it here. I will cherish this place and learn to adapt to life here. However, there are many pieces of decoration and furniture here that I've never seen before. I'm uncertain of their use or purpose. So please take a moment to explain everything to me when you could spare the time. Chat? Oh, then I suppose you must enjoy chatting, just like my master. All right then. Aside from my rigorous training in the Adepti arts, my master also taught me the skills of conversation. Though more often than not, she was the only one speaking, and I ended up just listening quietly. I suppose I should take the opportunity to practice whenever it presents itself. Why don't you start? Well, it seems that conversation is a skill that can't be practiced like other arts. There isn't any concrete methodology to mastering it as far as I can tell. I only remember my master saying that the purpose of talking is not only to convey information, but also to direct the mood and deepen mutual feelings. Well, according to her, you should pick topics of interest to your partner. That's the best way to direct the mood of the conversation. Before I met you, I wasn't close with anyone. There were barely any topics that would ever spark my interest. Well, whenever my master brought you up as the topic, I'll admit I felt quite amused. Yes, you. She said that you are widely regarded as a bold and fearless hero. But if people had seen the look of sheer panic on your face when you fell from the first Jade Chamber... You're blushing. Oh, is this how it feels when the mood of a conversation begins to shift? It seems my master's conversation techniques are quite handy after all. I've got it. I shall go ask my master all about you. That way, we'll have many more common topics to discuss. Oh, I suppose there's no need to go through all that trouble. You're already sitting right here in front of me, after all. In which case, please, tell me more about yourself. I'll remember everything you say. I'm quite ashamed, actually. I have no talent for this, and my master's expertise hasn't rubbed off on me at all. The feelings shared between my Adepti teachers and me are quite extraordinary. We don't need to converse to deepen our feelings for each other. And besides them, I have no real friends. Which means that I've never had someone with whom to deepen my feelings. Well, whenever my master brought you up as the topic, as a matter of fact, I would like something to eat. Well, no, not really. I actually just wanted to sit and chat with you over a long meal. I heard that sharing a meal is really important to the people of Liyue. It's not only about eating, but rather sharing an enjoyable time with those that are important to you. When everyone gathers together over a meal, that's called a get-together, right? Ah, like Lantern Rite. I know that everyone is supposed to release shell lanterns during that holiday. Oh, a pity that it's only once a year. I see. I used to always feel that the holidays had nothing to do with me. But now, there seems to be a longing in my heart for the next holiday to come more quickly. I would like to use all that I have learned to celebrate together with you. I've been growing thanks to your constant guidance. Believe me, I won't forget your kindness. And my feelings toward you are not only of gratitude. But anyway, let's celebrate the next holiday together. Yes, a big get-together. Oh, up already? If those noisy birds woke you up, I'll go silence them right away. Huh? Oh, you don't want me to harm them? Fine. I'll just shoo them away. Don't worry. Good night. Have a nice rest. If you find yourself tossing and turning, I have some herbs to calm the spirit and help you sleep. Just let me know if you need them. Even if it's late, I promise it won't be trouble for me at all. So please don't hesitate.
Ah, you've arrived. I couldn't help but notice how busy you are these days. If you could manage to find the time to sit and enjoy an opera together, or share a pot of tea, taking a moment to slow down and enjoy the finer things in life is always beneficial to your body and soul. Yes, you needn't worry. Everything here seems to be in good order, not to mention the delightful scenery. I think I will have no issue residing in such a pleasant place. I have a habit of going to an open space every morning to rehearse my voice. It can be difficult to find a suitable place where my singing won't disturb anyone in Liyue Harbor, but here, that is not a problem at all. Yes, why, that's a fundamental part of anyone's routine in my profession. If you skip a day, only you will know. But if you skip 3 days, the whole audience will know. A master never forgets the fundamentals of practicing. All right, I can see it written on your face already. That sounds exhausting. As a matter of fact, I don't feel that way at all. Quite the opposite, really. To fully deliver the elegance of Liyue opera to the audience, we must strive for excellence, properly performing every subtlety in the story. To be completely honest, I find great enjoyment in my hours of practice. Great. Thank you for your kind understanding. How kind. I do appreciate your courtesy. However, in my practice routine, I tend to go over my whole repertoire, both singing and reciting. I may suddenly be acting dreadfully mournful one moment, and then practicing a hysterical laugh the next. I fear such a kaleidoscope of outright emotion may scare you. I would much rather prefer to offer you a complete and fully prepared opera instead. Great. Thank you for your kind understanding. Yes, that would be perfect. I've been meaning to ask for your guidance on many things. It's just that you've traveled extensively. You have much experience for me to draw upon. I must respect you if I wish to gain from your experience. To be completely honest, there are times I have considered giving up the opera and taking time to travel around faraway nations. But things are always busy in the troupe, and I've just never found the right opportunity. After traveling to so many places, I'm sure that you've learned many different customs. Would you mind sharing some with me? For example, the swordplay of the knights in Mondstadt. What's that like? Does it differ from that of the martial artists we see in Liyue? I've also heard that the swords produced in Inazuma can cut through nearly anything. How do they forge such sharp swords? A fighting style that flows like the wind. I wonder, are they capable of even manipulating the wind in combat? I want to hear all that you have to say. It truly is fascinating. I'll be sure to prepare some more questions for the next time we talk. Of course, I'll be sure to make our conversations worth your time as well. I will prepare an appropriate gift for you as thanks for answering my questions. Is this humor of yours also something that you've acquired throughout your travels? Then I won't beat around the bush. To be completely honest... Oh, that must be a very special material then. It's no wonder that the people of Inazuma are reputedly confident in their craftsmanship. Yes, now that you mention it, there is one thing I have been meaning to do. When I was a child, my father often told me legends of the Adepti. I remember that one legend in particular made mention of an Adeptus abode in Dreyun Karst. Yes, that's right. The legend had it that Adepti could drift upon beams of light, ride lightning, and leap into the sky to ascend to their abode. From their lofty dwelling, they gaze to and fro, drifting over land and sea, they know not the world below. My father would have a mesmerized look on his face whenever we got to that part of the story. But though the story has been passed down all these years, no one has yet to ever see such an abode. It has always been my dream to go and see such a place one day. I would even like to perform an opera there, letting Adepti and people alike hear my voice echoing through the lands. No, really? I mean, I know that your words are sincere. It's just that you answered so quickly, and I haven't even decided what opera to perform or what costume to prepare. Thank you very much. That's most kind of you. All right, I have some ideas. I think for the performance, I will sing a selection about you and your dealings with the Adepti. As for the costume, I was hoping you could give me some creative input. All right, it's settled. I'll start practicing today. Actually, why not start right away? No time like the present. I must make sure this performance turns out perfect. Good morning. Will you be departing for adventures in a distant land today? Let's just hope that the weather will hold up with no rain or storms, and that you can go speedily about your way. Yes, good night. It is good to turn in early from time to time. The night markets are always worth a visit, though. Perhaps we can save that for tomorrow.
天动万象，
上一朝。